First, fill a kettle with water and set it to heat. While it's boiling, pick your mug and what tea you want. It's been a while since I've had chamomile. Once the water comes to a boil, add it to the mug with a tea bag and let it steep for a few minutes. While it's steeping, think of something clever to write on a whiteboard for the video. After a few minutes go by, take out the tea bag, dispose of it, and it's ready!
Howdy folks, welcome back to Dungeon Meshi. Today we're going to be watching episode 24, the first season's finale, which is titled Dumplings Part 2, which was expected given the title of the last one, and Bacon and Eggs, yet another egg-named episode, chapter, however you want to refer to it. But yeah, this is going to get us caught up to the present for Dungeon Meshi. I'm really excited. This has been an absolutely delightful show. I'm glad that I only have this one season to go, and then season 2 whenever it airs, so it doesn't feel quite as long as She-Ra. To put that into perspective, like, you know, it would be another essentially half a year for me, right? If I did have season 2 to go off of after this. I did notice as I'm recording this, Freerin has its season 2 coming out in January, which had that won the poll and I would have been doing Freerin instead of this show, that kind of would have worked out really nicely for me to end the season 1 and be kind of right in time for Hazbin Hotel season 2, a plug for what's going to replace this show when this hits the main feed. So tune into that if you're interested. But I would have had the perfect amount of time for that show to kick off there, for She-Ra to end, and then for me to hit Freerin season 2 as soon as that aired. But, you know, that's not what happened. I'm here instead watching this delightful, wonderful show that I have absolutely no regrets in watching. It's been a delight. This has been one of my favorite things to record. I love the interactions I've had with all of you who've been watching the reactions. So just thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for season 2 whenever that does air. I'm hoping sometime in 2026, but I don't think there's been any confirmation for that. But hey, whenever the season 2 of the show does come out, won't you remember your boy Tallman? I hope you will. But genuinely, thank you very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of you who watched this. Whether this happens to be your first one, thanks for being here. Go watch the rest of season 1. Or if you've stuck it out since the beginning. If you're a longtime viewer or found me just because of this series, I appreciate you a whole heck of a lot. As I said in the intro, I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. That's something I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I hope it turned out well. I haven't recorded the voiceover yet, just like the shots of everything in the kitchen. So I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. But as I said there, my tea for tonight is chamomile. Just wanted to remind you of that rather than in the OP. For whatever reason, I feel like, I feel like this intro is a little bit of a disaster. When I normally have a lot of time just to kind of look right at the camera and go, and hype myself up for the howdy folks, welcome back to, but instead I had to, do the turn from there. So, oh well. Hey, usually finishing seasons, finishing like what there is of shows is pretty emotional for me, but I'm feeling pretty good tonight, just because I know there's a whole ass other season coming. So I don't know how intense this one's going to get. We kind of left off on a zany, whimsical note in the last one, with all of our races kind of swapping around. So I'm assuming we're going to deal with that, especially in the Dumplings Part 2. But I mean, this doesn't feel like a big action climax to a season. Like I've said many, many times, this is kind of just the halfway point of the manga. I don't know how much of it was planned out, if this was intended to be the halfway point, or if it just so happens that's where the volumes kind of split in half for the show. So I'm not expecting anything absolutely huge here. Just a fun, silly, good time. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm thinking here. Hey, let's start this thing. I've already thanked you for watching, but please do all the YouTube things. Subscribe to the channel for whenever season 2 comes, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought of this episode, of the season so far. I think I'm gonna try to read off my whole kind of food tier list. I just realized I have a hair that's just like not really cooperating. That looks a hell of a lot better. I'm gonna try to read off the mess that is my tier list. I don't think I'm going to make a separate video just for the tier list. I'll kind of run through it there at the end. But all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with Dungeon Meshi episode 24, the first season finale. Dumplings part 2, bacon and eggs. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Of course. Oh no.
You mind slowing down a bit? The floor's full of gaps and it's hard to walk on.
Yeah, we got tiny little legs.
In these bodies, what's the gap between our actual age and the age we look? Senshi, now that he's a dwarf, how old does Laios look to you?
I would say around 60.
Dwarves live about 2.5 times longer than tall men.
Okay.
So if I'm 26 as a tall man, I'd be 65 as a dwarf.
Got it.
I'm kinda worried about our remaining lifespan.
Chiltuck's like, look, I'm in my mid-30s. I'm about to keel over at any moment as a tall man, which me in my mid-30s and a tall man, literally, I feel that. It could be any moment. It could be while I'm recording this, for all I know. But I do like that Senshi, given the fact that he's always like, oh, Marcel and Chilchuck are the youngins here, you know? He always talks about them being so much younger, whereas he looks at Laios the dwarf and he like spots the age like immediately. Even though, like, you know, dwarves and half-foots are more diminutive looking races, a bit smaller than others, yet Senshi himself being, you know, under normal circumstances a dwarf, he's still just like, oh, I got the age of, I got that one on lock. Whereas, like, how old does Marcel look? 6 probably, right?
Will we age at the rate we did before we transformed? You'll only live till about 50 years old! In less than 40 years, you're gonna get all old and wrinkly and then die!
Okay, but that doesn't affect us here, like, in this episode. Oh no, wrinkly Marcel.
I thought they lived to 100!
There are some who live that long.
But it's pretty rare.
His name was Bilbo Baggins, and he had circumstances.
What I'm actually trying to say is, if that was the case, then this mushroom is too good to be true. There are tons of people out there who would pay a fortune to become another race. It means the change is only temporary, or has some kind of awful side effect.
My money's on awful side effect.
I thought about using the changelings for something, but I don't think it'd go well.
You want to be a den
Fallon.
human, don't you?
No, that's...
No, Fallon.
I was honestly thinking more in regards to Fallon.
Yep.
But what if everything worked out and we defeated the Mad Mage?
I've learned my lesson.
Fucking
Fallon
got him.
regains her sanity.
What was I just doing?
Fallon's back!
Yay.
Return to the surface. She
Yep,
scares
pretty
me.
much.
Unless we use those mushrooms. With the changelings, we could change
Presto
her lower
changer.
half into another type of dragon that's smaller.
Velociraptor Fallon.
Fallon could live in town after all.
What? He's so stupid.
I was gonna say.
I won't deny wanting to change into something else too. Tall men don't have any kind of special trait, which makes us plain.
From what I can tell, it actually sounds like it's getting closer. The gargoyles found us!
They're just gonna keep chasing us unless we do something. Let's set up an ambush and take them down.
Whoa, the sword is so big in my dwarf hands.
Marcel, where are they?
Senshi's just twirling his hair. Oh. Dwarfs have strong bones, right? Oh my god. They're terrible.
Now do you understand why I quickly run off and find a place to hide?
Ooh.
Where'd this smoke come from?
Wait, that looks like the...
Went right between our arms.
It looked like the changeling smoke.
Mind grabbing Kensuke for me?
Sure.
But what? Oh. Oh, Kensuke.
Always looked like this.
That's what they were going for.
There wasn't a mushroom ring anywhere near here.
Our arms were a ring when it passed through them.
Oh. Damn.
You guys, grab each other's hands and make a circle right now.
It's just like in the OP, right?
We're gonna have the gargoyle pass through our arms. If my theory is correct, then the gargoyles should change into something else.
Oh, interesting.
Come this way.
Oh, even when they even when they have the plan, they still can't get it right, right?
It can't fly away anymore.
Come on, let's surround it.
Nice. The most action-packed hand-holding I've ever seen.
Where'd it go?
What did it turn into?
This is the gargoyle?
What the fuck?
It really did change. Doesn't seem like it's gonna come down here.
How are we supposed to get it to pass through our arms?
Marcel?
Yeah?
What if we...
It should work.
What did I say in the other episode? Marcel wants uppies.
We're gonna bring ourselves closer to it and get it to attack us. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and... Ready to do this?
Ready? Ready for what?
Ready and...
Toss me.
To the sky, Marcel!
That's awesome. Look, she's little. Come on. Oh. Oh no. I know, you know, obviously the statue of the kid pissing, but also the face with the which is interesting, similar function to gargoyles, right? Because aren't gargoyles, weren't they they're called gargoyles because it sounded like they were gargling water. They were like on facades of like cathedrals and churches and stuff. And as the water would kind of pass through, like the plumbing system would kind of pass through where the gargoyles were, and it would like make noise, right? That's where gargoyles got their name. So isn't that kind of the same thing? That face was kind of also kind of over like aqueducts, and like I don't know if water would come out of the mouth or what, but that's quite a new look for Kensuke. I can't say I can think of anything similar that I've seen, and I don't know if it's interesting because I don't know if they went for that on purpose or if it was just kind of an unhappy accident. But Kensuke being kind of the sword of prophecy, it's no longer a sword with the winged lion symbol on it, right? Like they were prophesying about, is the one who is going to defeat the Mad Mage. So unless they can find a way to change Kensuke back, we're not fulfilling that prophecy anymore. And if we do defeat the Mad Mage, it'll be like on our own skill, which if that's what they're going for here, I think that's really cool, and not leaving it as like a chosen one kind of prophecy kind of thing. That we're just kind of, you know, doing it on our own skill and strength, which I like that a lot better than any kind of a prophecy or any kind of a chosen one thing or something, right?
Gotta rinse the spores off thoroughly. I think I finally understand why the mushrooms behave the way they do. An animal steps into a changeling ring and transforms. Then they die and eventually become new changelings.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we prepare a meal while we wait?
Very well.
Bacon and eggs, maybe.
What's on the menu?
We have some leftover dumplings, so I'll be boiling those.
Part 2 of the dumplings, if you will.
Nah, I'm just kind of sick of them.
Sick of them?
Wish I could be that carefree.
Damn.
Let's cook them another way.
Okay.
Heat some oil in a frying pan, then gently put the dumplings in. Oh, hot!
Oh yeah, he doesn't have that dwarven like
And blot the excess oil.
chef skin, huh?
On top of Izu's to make sure she eats her fill.
I still can't get over Elf Senshi. And of course,
Tell me, what do you think?
You just fried them.
Would you not?
What if?
what the? Thank you. Oh shit, we changed them.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
It seems as though the mouth does indeed act as a changeling ring.
Nice.
Now then, Izutsumi, help me set the dishware. It's ready.
Dumplings that were changeling with a fairy ring. Okay. Dumplings just like last time, but with a little more variety. So let's see. Where did I put? Jesus Christ. You know, I talked about how this thing is a fucking mess, but okay. Dumplings. I'm just gonna put +2 right here because I think it's only fair that this goes one spot above the original dumplings, given that they are pretty much the same ones, just metamorphosed into slightly different dumplings. I'm assuming the meat might be the same or at least very similar. But just, you know, a little bit of variety on your plate. Dumplings are goated. They're very good. But having just, you know, little extra ones, like that big pink one in the middle, like, fuck yeah. That looks like it would be a delight to eat. So, you know, given the fact that they're the same thing, just slightly different, it has to go one spot above, right?
So much variety.
It's a very easy one to rank. The least thought I've had to give to any of these.
Barrel has meat in this one.
Oh, lamb meat, huh? The insides change too.
Okay. then yeah, even more so.
This one tastes sweet.
It's like red bean.
Can't figure out the meat in mine.
Oh no. Oh, did we change back? Or is this about to be...
Hey, keep your stupid legs out of my face!
Oh, okay.
Neat! My body is finally back to normal.
Let's change into lighter clothing first. It's pretty warm on this floor.
Okay, yeah.
I should have made some sausage to prepare for this kind of thing.
Hang on, didn't you make some before using the red dragon meat?
Oh yeah, it kind of... Yeah.
But sadly, I
R.I.P.
lost all that.
Oh, that looks like a...
What?
oh fuck, what's the name of those? It's got a special name.
Probably an automated trolley.
Yeah, similar. There's like a name for it though, and shit, I just cannot think of it.
If we took it apart and sold the pieces, I bet it would sell pretty well.
And there's Chilchuck again, thinking just about money.
Why is it moving?
This might be the kind of trolley that moves when people board.
Funicular?
Try reading this information signs.
Is that the
Why don't
word
y'all
I'm-
just sit tight for a bit.
All right, hold on. Y'all sit tight for a bit too. Hold on. Did I get this right? Funicular. A cable railway system. Yeah, I did. Look at me with the big words. I'm proud of myself. Good job, me. I don't know how I pulled that out of nowhere. Like, I was thinking, like, oh, God, I knew it. Maybe I was doing a little Hangman's Gambit in my head. I always make fun of that in Danganronpa, but you know what? Maybe that's what I kind of subconsciously did. It just came to me. And I can't even blame the Oracle shit anymore for this one. It's just a word. I can't Oracle up a word that already exists, that I already knew. I just had to remember it.
I guess I'll brew some tea.
Ah,
What's that?
cheers.
These are dryad seeds I roasted earlier. You draw the magic circle?
It's a little bit slow, but it does seem to be heating.
So
It's like using electric versus gas,
Why'd
right?
you and your sister become adventurers anyway?
Ooh, backstory time.
You two don't really strike me as get-rich-quick kind of folks.
In fact, you don't strike me as a get-rich-at-all kind of dude.
At some point, I joined a passing merchant caravan. Fallon was living at the magic school in the area, so I stopped by just to see her.
Oh,
But
nasty.
she insisted on following me. The two of us arrived at this island together. When we first got here, gold stripping was prospering, which meant there was plenty of guard work. Us taking those jobs is what led to us entering this dungeon. And that's our story.
Your whole thing makes sense, but why did Fallon tag along?
Fallon's childhood wasn't great for her. She had a talent for magic, but was shunned for it. I
Yeah,
got sick of living in that environment, so I left the village a year before she did.
when all you can see are ghosts.
The
Oh,
magic school? No. Until she met Marcille. She probably ate her meals alone.
oh,
When I think about it, it hurts my heart.
mine too a little bit. That is sad.
I decided I'd never leave Fallon behind again.
Also, once again, we see Izutsumi resting in Marcille's lap. Oh,
Fallon, she would always pick up weird things and bring them to me. I
aw.
never knew why she chose me specifically.
She is just as quirked up as Laios. And look at her. Oh. She kind of likes it.
I wanna eat another good meal with her again.
Me too.
Fallon is most like bacon and eggs right now. You know, if we're comparing souls to eggs.
Okay, so we're just continuing with this analogy.
They're stuck together. However, it still seems possible to separate them cleanly.
Yeah.
That's how I see Fallon. In comparison, Izutsumi is like a mixed omelet. If you work hard enough at it, you can remove...
Hey, an
the
omelet that
various
looks better than the one from
ingredients, but I
episode 2.
imagine that would probably cause the egg portion of it to fall apart.
Yeah.
Then what you're saying is, if we manage to cut off her lower half, then we'll be able to turn Fallon into a human again?
Damn it, Laios. That's...
Really that simple.
I made sure to preserve
not
some
quite
of
it.
the dragon meat in order for us to eat it later.
Oh.
All of it ended up turning back
Okay.
into flesh and blood and fused with Fallon. However, there were parts of the meat that didn't return to the dragon.
Yeah.
And that was everything we all ate for dinner that night. Meat digested by another creature loses its identity.
Okay. We have to eat Fallon.
If we ate the entire dragon, isn't it perfectly reasonable to assume that it would drive its soul away from Fallon?
Oh God. I think we're going to have to. That is going to be big fucking meals.
Eating the entire dragon.
That's a restaurant challenge Hall of Fame situation waiting to happen.
How many servings do you think that is?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
To know!
We need to get everyone in the town to come down. We're gonna open up that fucking Senshi buffet.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that before? We've been doing exactly that this whole time! Although, she's huge. If we each ate 1 kilogram a day, then it'd take over 10 years to finish the whole thing.
Looks like we're gonna have to reach out to others for a little help.
Yeah, just like I said, right?
Time to call on all those personal connections you've been building up.
Yeah, throughout this entire fucking season, right?
The orcs seem like they'd eat a lot. The Golden Castle residents, but they have the numbers and livestock to make up for
And
it.
plus, it's kind of a revenge
I
thing
think
for them a little
Mari and
bit.
Shuro's parties would likely join if we appealed to their emotions.
Tade could probably eat 2
There's
kilograms.
Kadru too. He seemed interested in monster cuisine.
Not so much.
It sounds like it's gonna be one hell of a party.
We're not gonna find a mid-sized group in the dungeon.
What's this feeling of uneasiness?
Oh, are they heading back
Dungeon
in?
air's become pretty stagnant. While you guys were down there this last time, it changed a decent amount again.
Oh.
Don't you dare consume that!
Oh.
There's something going on up there.
They're planning. They're plotting against me.
Now's not really the time to be crafting a Fallon menu.
I'm so hungry.
Let's start prepping something.
Dungeon food. To eat
Oh
or
shit,
be
we're about
eaten.
done, huh?
There is no hierarchy here. Ah, dungeon food. Delicious in dungeon.
There we go. We got one more. To be continued. Anything else? All right, that's it. Bravo. That is season 1. And it's interesting, like even that kind of recontextualizes the whole show a little bit. Because we know that the Mad Mage has perfect control over the dungeon, right? But by eating something, you kind of negate, it becomes, like they said, it kind of transfigures, to kind of use like Catholicism terms here. It kind of what do they call it? Not transmutation, but like, when you consume the bread, it becomes the body of Christ or something, like right as soon as you eat it. Similar concept here in the dungeon, right? You see a walking mushroom, you kill it, you eat it, you digest it, it is no longer a walking mushroom, right? So if the Mad Mage has, his whole stable of creatures and monsters and stuff, right? Yes, we know that he can kind of reconstitute and make new ones, but at the same time, if you're slowly eating, because, everyone pointed out how weird it was that Laios wanted to eat the monsters and how like, oh, are you fucking serious? I would never. But that could be a way to just full on conquer the dungeon. You know how the more you play roguelites, the easier they get, because you've either unlocked new items to use, you've leveled up your stat points and have gotten stronger. So it used to be kind of challenging. You can just kind of breeze through and demolish everything in your path, right? It's almost kind of like that, as if like if you kill and eat a monster, it's like permadeath is on for them. At least that's how I'm kind of like taking this to mean, right? So even if, like, let's say we clear out, I know there's the whole ecosystem aspect, right? I know that monsters reproduce and everything, but still, like, especially for some of the bigger, more dangerous ones, you kill a boss and eat it, so to speak, right? Like the basilisk that we got all the way back in like episode 2. The fact that they ate and consumed that one means that that is one less basilisk that is no longer around to like harass and kill other people. So it makes the dungeon easier for everybody to get a little further down. And I know they said that the air is like changing in there. I don't know if them and what they've eaten and what they've done has made a difference in the dungeon. And I don't know how much of it you have to eat for something to be considered like dead forever. I think of the Kraken they ate. That seemed to be a very large formidable force on the one floor. I forgot exactly what floor it was. But Laios didn't eat much of it. He kind of cut off like one of the tentacles and just kind of like took a bite out of it, right? So, and then he caught the parasite, right? So that's really all he ate. Does that mean that, say for example, if the Mad Mage goes to like say revive the Kraken on that floor or something, it would be the same, just missing like one chunk of it? It would be one less parasite inside of the Kraken because they cooked and ate that. But is it like a law of conservation of mass, right? Like obviously when something is alive, like if I get a cut on my arm, it will heal itself. It might leave a scar, but it will still eventually heal, right? So I don't know. It's just interesting to kind of think about, and I hope I'm on point with this. I don't know how relevant it's going to be for later, because like I said, we're halfway done. We have a whole ass season to go. If they're still kind of throwing curveballs like this at us and kind of challenging us with new ideas and everything, who's to say I'm not wrong? I mean, I guess Ryoko Kui could be, and everyone else who's read the manga could tell me I'm wrong, but I think that's kind of an interesting way to think about it. Like, if you consume an entire thing, that's one less thing that the Mad Mage has in his toolkit, right? I don't know. It's interesting. And I love that kind of almost a throwaway gag earlier with the kind of dragon ham steaks, like kind of rolling back into the muck and the mire, right? I guess it's true. The dragon didn't use all of its old body that was left, but it did use the meat, and it became what Fallon is now, right? I kind of like this idea to eat the dragony bits, but I don't know what that's going to leave of Fallon, because there ain't too much human left in Fallon. Really just like her very upper parts and just parts of her midsection. Like, you're going to have to cut out like big chunks of Fallon in order to kind of save and reconstitute. Hopefully Marcel can like figure something out and like how to like, I don't know, do we have to use like a donor body of somebody to reconstitute the rest of Fallon's like human body? I don't know. It's weird. We've certainly got, like I said, to kind of use the toolkit analogy, we've certainly have picked up kind of new understanding and new bits of toolkit for us. I don't know if, like, knowing Laios, like, he might still have a couple of those changeling mushrooms on him, right? You know, to save for a rainy day. So I don't know if those are ever going to come into play again, but certainly a really interesting kind of take on that, right? Anything that has the spores in or around them that passes through a circle made of literally anything can change. And I think that's really interesting, and they applied it really well. The fight with the gargoyles was really cool. I don't want to say it's disappointing that it just kind of wore off, but they did tell us that the effects are just temporary, right? So the fact they just kind of woke up the next day and time to move on. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Lots to think about in this one. Big emotional moments, but not as touching as last time with Senshi, right? With his whole kind of backstory with his crew and how he came to be in the dungeon was pretty much the emotional like highlight of the show for me. That was really intense last time, and kind of the little bits reminiscing about Fallon, like, yes, they were touching and kind of sad, like especially thinking of like Laios said he just couldn't really handle it and left, and then cut to like sad Fallon like eating her meals alone. That made me kind of sad, but not to the point where I was like about to cry like Senshi last time, right? So I don't know. It was fine. It was a good episode. Like I said, like not like huge like climax in terms of like action and stuff, but the fact that we, for the first time since losing Fallon again and seeing what she's turned into, have some semblance of a plan. That's good shit. I absolutely cannot wait for season 2. I hope it comes next year. I hope they give me some lead time so I can kind of figure out my how to schedule shows and kind of what shows to do. I'm hoping to do some shorter shows next moving on, because as I'm recording this, just last week, they released another teaser for JoJo's Part 7 anime saying it is coming in 2026. So that is sooner than I thought for that show. I thought that was going to end up being a 2027 release. So I gotta slot in Steel Ball Run as long as fuck, folks. And if they follow anything similar to how they did for Stardust Crusaders, I think that was like 48 episodes long. I would expect the same for Steel Ball Run. So I'm going to have another really, really fucking big show to watch at some point next year. So I hope they give me a little bit of you know, a little you know, like I said, some lead time so I can kind of figure out scheduling and what shows to watch and do and everything. But hey, like, I'm just excited. And just imagine how this channel is going to be if I'm watching JoJo Part 7 and Dungeon Meshi Season 2 at the same time. That's like a golden age, I think, of the channel, like, about to happen. But hey, like I said before at the start of this one, thank you so much for watching. Oh, the tier list. Hey, yeah, you know what? If you want to stick around for the tier list, feel free to do so. But if not, thanks for watching. I'll see you for Season 2. But for the rest of you sickos who want me to try to decipher this thing live, there it is. If you kind of want to, if you can read it. But I am going to do my best to kind of go from the bottom and work my way up, try to follow my own arrows, play a little chutes and ladders on this paper. Here is my tier list of the Season 1 foods from worst to best. I'm going to throw this fucker in the garbage after this. Lowest tier for me, I got treasure insects all the way down. Don't like bugs, don't want to think about eating bugs, even if they're going to taste good. I don't like it. Living armor after that. Don't like raw oysters. That was the closest thing I had to that. We had, oh boy, the arrows are already starting. We got the hippogriff soup and the griffin soup. Just boiled water and meat. Not good. But the hippogriff soup, I think that's where I drew that arrow. Was a little bit better just because the meat seemed to be of better quality with the marbling and everything. Then we got the soul eggs Benedict. Don't really like runny eggs. The tart, the terrible tart from the very beginning of the show didn't look great. The terrible omelet from the beginning of the show also did not look great. Moving up, we got ice golem. Oh fuck, what was that? Shit. That word, I can't even read my own fucking writing. Chaman mushi, I think. Yeah, just egg custard didn't look great to me, even though I got some comments saying that that is delicious and they love it. It looks like we got the tentacles, the raw tentacles next, the banana looking tentacles that had a different flavor in each quadrant. Nah, not great. After that, we got harpy egg tamagoyaki, which seemed fine, just kind of basic egg dish. I would eat it. We're now in the tier of stuff that I would kind of enjoy. We got, let's see, pickled cockatrice. It looked fine. Baromet's balut. Once again, despite how disgusted I was by the Baromets, I like lamb. Lamb is great meat. But just kind of covered in the tomato reduction, or what looked to be like a tomato-y reduction. Like, it was just fine, I think. Now it's, let's see. Okay, so it's the pickled cockatrice, the Baromet's balut, barley porridge right after that. Once again, kind of plain, but, you know, hearty, right? We got the nightmare. Fuck, what was the nightmare? Oh, that was that was the mussels, right? Yeah, those looked fine. Tentacle and kelpie stew, once again, just very solid. Pretty much right at the middle of the tier list, the sorbet. You know, a dessert, not really something you eat for a meal, but pretty tasty and refreshing, I would say. We got the tentacle gnocchi. You know, once again, the tentacles didn't seem great, but the pasta that they could make out of it seemed pretty decent. All right, now, oh god, there's a whole section up here that just is arrows just crossing each other. Fuck me. But for a little bit, we get some ones that are easier to read. Cockatrice plus egg on kake. Honestly, I forgot what this one was, but you know, we're gonna move on. Kakiage, another really solid one from the beginning of the show, followed by the fried frog cutlet. Seemed pretty damn good. We got what I wrote down as cabbage caldo, but was just some kind of cabbage soup. I compared it to Mexican caldo. Okay. Now I got arrows to read. Orc bread looks next, which was orc bread made from stolen flour, if I remember correctly. Just fine. Fresh baked bread. Fucking killer, dude. And then I have an arrow pointed right above that. Skyfish and chips, it looks like. Yeah, I love fish and chips, even though that seemed more of like, I compared it to like Chinese egg rolls. Pretty good, pretty damn solid. All the stuff here were in like pretty good tier. If I am reading this right, I had hippogriff dumplings right above that. both of them, the normal ones and then the changeling ones, which, you know, mystery meat in those. And even I love the kind of darkness surrounding Chilchuck. And he's like, I can't tell what's in mine. Oh boy. Okay. That's those. I got the jack-o'-lantern soup and flower bud saute right next, I believe. And then the shapeshifter meals. Oh, fuck. I forgot what the shapeshifters even made. I know that the ones that the shapeshifters made turned into leaves when they did, but the meal itself looked pretty good, and they did make it afterwards. Then we got the roast basilisk, just overall solid, like just, you know, chicken dinner, basically, like a rotisserie chicken from your nearest grocery store. Breakfast by Senshi, those big fucking fluffy pancakes. Even though there's no syrup, still looked really damn good. Giant parasite on the grill. Yes, please. Looked really good, especially like they had some kind of a sauce with it. Beef ribs, even though they said the beef ribs were kind of plain tasting because they were cooked by the people in the Golden Country, you know, I'm still gonna say they were good because ribs, damn good. When I make them, they're damn good. In general, they're damn good. So I kind of went off of a general thing. I added it to the tier list before they said they tasted kind of bland. I'm sure at the Senshi buffet, they could make them quite better. Then I got an Eastern meal. Yes, please. Just a variety of things. I've found that you can go a long way in this show if you just give me a good variety, multiple courses in a meal. An Eastern meal looked pretty damn good. It's finally, we're at towards the very top, the highest of the high, and it's so much easier to read because I was very sparing about what I put up here. Cheese and mushroom risotto. My God. Incredible. So good. Risottos are great. Add a little cheese to it. Add some mushrooms to it. Literal chef's kiss. Now we're up to the top 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like. So, okay, so number 5 was the cheese and mushroom risotto. We got the hot pot. All the way back in episode 1, they gave us one of the best meals of the whole fucking show. Hot pot is an absolute banger. I haven't had it in about 10 years, maybe more. I need hot pot. I need some hot pot in my life. Maybe when it gets cold, the 1 week that it gets cold down in Houston. We have an all-you-can-eat hot pot place, Korean barbecue and hot pot, that's been under construction for like 2 years. I swear to God, it's some kind of a money laundering scheme, because they've had the sign there. It used to be a wing place, and that closed down pretty shortly after we moved to this house. And this damn hot pot place has had it sign up for like 2 years now, at least. And no signs of opening or anything. And I don't know what's going on in there, but it's probably not all legal. Conjecture, allegedly, for legal reasons. Like they're gonna see this, like they're gonna care. Allegedly, alleged by me as a theory, a hypothesis even, because I have no evidence to back that up. So it's just a hypothesis. Top 3, coming in number 3, barbecue kelpie. Looked fucking great. Barbecue meat, you know. Being from Texas, barbecue. Yeah, it just looked really, really good. Boiled mimic, as I always compared to king crab. One of the best looking things, exquisite dish that I just love crab anytime I can get it, but king crab especially. I've only had king crab once. It was part of literally the best meal I've ever had in my life. So boiled mimic looking like that, like, you know, I'm gonna go fucking crazy on that. And then finally, still at the very top, dragon plus onion pizza bread. Just come on. If you had a chance to eat a dragon, you would, right? Which now I'm gonna take this tier list. Now that I've immortalized it with my words, it's going in the fucking garbage. But yeah, so that's my tier list. Hey, let me know what you thought about it. Am I crazy for some of the stuff I put low? Am I crazy for some of the stuff I put high? If you stuck it out this long just to hear me ramble about the food and kind of just list things off one by one and try to read a terribly shitty scrap of paper, thank you. And now I'm actually done with season 1. So my voice is starting to give out on me. So thank you for watching once again. And I'll catch you next time for season 2, whenever that may be. And I gotta end it with one more. Delicious in dungeon. Thanks for watching, folks. Take it easy.